I'm Mindy, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a big ol' book haul. I bought a bunch of books on Pango Books with my credit and a little bit extra. And one book from Amazon that I just couldn't resist. Let's just get into this giant pile of goodness. A lot of horror, some fantasy, and horror manga. Got first Dweller by Jeff Strand. This is a book club pick coming up soon, and I have liked everything I've read pretty much from Jeff Strand so far. It's great at mixing humor and the horrific, and I just love it. The Dweller seems like it's a creature feature, which I love a creature feature. And it also, I believe, is a coming-of-age story for a young boy, so I'm looking forward to that. Next, I picked up Petrified Woman by Jeremy Ray. This is a tiny novella, and this is about someone who likes to play lots of pranks. And one of the pranks involves a woman made out of petrified wood. This kind of reminds me of a movie that came out recently that had a woodman. Oh, what was that? I'm wondering if it will be something like that. Anyway, I'll put a picture of it somewhere because I'm not remembering at the moment. Next, I got Night Train by David Quantick, and this is about a woman who wakes up. She doesn't know where she is. She's in a room that's moving all around. She realizes she's in a train. And next, I have a novel that I believe is folk horror. This is Your House is on Fire, Your Children All Gone by Stephen Keesby. So creepy. Perhaps creepy children? It's about 4 young friends coming of age in an atmosphere thick with fear and suspicion. They come face to face with the village's darkest secrets in this eerily dispassionate, astonishingly assured novel. Okay, coming of age again? Oh, excited! The creepy town, creepy mill, creepy manor. I am here for it. Okay, next is Sour Candy by Keelan Patrick Burke. This is a creepy kid story. This is an actual creepy kid story. It's about a man who sees a boy causing an absolute fit in the supermarket, and then the boy ends up saying that he's this man's son even though he's not. And the man is now stuck with this kid that he doesn't know anything about. Basically, is the gist that I think I recall. It has something to do, I think he was getting candy in the supermarket. Might have something to do with candy, but it's definitely about creepy kids. Next is Ghoster by Jason Arnott. This is a horror thriller with a lot to do with social media, and it's about someone who's been ghosted by her boyfriend that she was supposed to be moving in with. That all that's left of him is his cell phone, which sends her down a rabbit hole of what might be going on. Is what I gather. Okay, next horror book that I got on Pango is It Rides a Pale Horse by Andy Marino. Ooh, I love that cover. This is about a man named Lark who becomes famous and is kind of that is kind of famous in his hometown because he left and made something of himself, made a name for himself, and then comes back, settles down back in his hometown. He has a sister named Betsy who is kind of a outcast, hermit, like she sticks to herself, and she's known as eccentric. And then Betsy is kidnapped and someone is trying to get Lark to do what they want to get his sister back. Next book is The Ceremonies by T.D. Klein. T.D. Klein only wrote a few horror novels. He's a Paperbacks from Hell author, and I've heard such great things about his books. This one was originally published in 1984. This is a new copy of it, republished. The Ceremonies won the British Fantasy Award for Best Novel and is one of the works honored in Horror 100 Best Books. And I can't wait to read it. The Ceremonies makes me think folk horror, perhaps, which I love. Let's see if... Oh, there's an inside flap, even though it's a paperback. Hey, hey, hey. Let's see. He stopped, looked back, and saw it. The monstrous black thing staring at him from the tree. I don't want to read too much more, but I can't wait to read this. It's a bucket list book. Okay, next I have kind of a mystery book. Murder mystery, perhaps. Killer mystery. And that is 5 Deaths for 7 Songbirds by John Everson. This is takes heavy influence from Giallo books, Giallo films. And I am really looking forward to getting into this. I recently started watching some Giallo movies, and about time I read something in that genre. I've heard good things about it. I actually received a free book with one of my purchases on Pango Books, and that is Our Own Unique Affliction by Scott J. Moses. This is a vampire book, I believe. Our Own Unique Affliction is a story of Alice Ann, a dejected immortal who longs for her life in the sun. Yep, vampire. Navigating guilt, loss, family, meaning, murder, and all that comes with the curse of living forever. An existential, bleak, quiet, until it's not, hallucination on duality, rife with fangs, empathy, blood, and grief. This is just a little novella, and I actually bought a book from the author, and he sent this kind of for free. Hooray! And it is signed by the author. There's a new version of this book, so he's sending out copies of the old version for free. Beautiful hardback, and I am going to treasure it because that's amazing. And I love vampires. Who doesn't? Well, maybe some people don't, but I know I'm a vampire fangirl through and through. Okay, now I'm getting into, well, maybe I should grab this, because this is also horror. Okay, my last horror book is a new release that I saw someone selling on Pango Books when it had just released. It took a while for me to get it, so I'm guessing they put it on Pango right away, and then I bought it right away, and then they read it and then sent it, but that's my guess. But that is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. So I was very happy to buy a book with my credit on Pango for this beautiful new release. And this is actually the Grady Hendrix that I'm interested in reading the most next. Actually, okay, fine. I also want to read My Best Friend's Exorcism, but they're both neck and neck. I want to read them both. Hopefully I will very soon. Okay, now I have 4 horror manga hardcover beautiful editions Junji Ito books that I got on Pango. So let me know if you've read these. Which one should I read first? There's a few short ones here and then a long one. First one is The Liminal Zone by Junji Ito. I love this artwork. These books are so beautiful. Oh, I can't even. The Liminal Zone, Go Witches, Remina. This is about a planet that comes to Earth and wild things happen. That's how much I know about it. I don't even know what the Liminal Zone is about. Same with Venus in the Blind Spot. I know that is beautiful. Wrap around. Ooh. And finally, Tomi by Junji Ito. This one is the only one that I do really know about because I read a short story in the Junji Ito collection I read that had Tomi in it. So I know Tomi, great character. Is this all about Tomi, or is it lots of different short stories? Looks like all Tomi stories. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this big chunky manga. Let me know which one should I read first. Okay, we are down to the 2 fantasy books that I have. First is a hardcover in beautiful condition from Pango Books, used, Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wong. And I've been hearing such amazing things about this fantasy series. This is from the author of The Sword of Kagan that's been getting a lot of buzz, and now this one is as well. I have to check out this author. I have Sword of Kagan. I need to read it. Or Kagan. Which one is it? Okay, and I gotta read this too. It has beautiful red edges. It's got a map. Yay! So when I saw this on Pango Books, I could not pass it up. It's going to be read soon. Somebody make me read all my books all at the same time somehow. Last one, special edition. Oh, The four. There's the four. Beautiful case. And it is gilded edges. It's got a map of the Reach. Map. The Seven Kingdoms. Gilded edges. And little ribbon bookmark. This is the special edition for A Feast of Crows. I have a special edition of the first book that's kind of like this one. And then I have the illustrated versions of book 2 and 3. And then here I've went back to this leather bound slipcased special edition for 4 since we don't have the illustrated version yet. Something tells me that I'll end up buying that as well if it ever comes out. Oh boy. Such is the life of a book collector. So I didn't show much restraint. I bought a lot of books and I don't feel bad about it. I love buying books. I love collecting books. And I love reading books. I am reading every day, all the time. It's what I love. Someday, like I dream of reading all my books and then using the library and subscriptions and not buying any books ever. Will it ever happen? I don't know. Probably not, because my love of buying books is too great. Let me know if you've read any of these books. What did you think of them? And I will be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.